Whether or not you're doing time, just remember, it's always a thin line.
All right, everybody, welcome back to It's Always a Thin Line. I'm Teacher William, and I'm here with Boss Man. How you doing today, Boss Man?
Good, I'm good. What's up? Ready to rock and roll.
All right, all right. So you were talking about that you asked some people who were people. I'll let you get into that. You asked some people, look, if Lord forbid, you catch a DUI, catch a year in the pen, or catch a year in county. What should you? What should you do? Should you go ahead and try to walk the main line, or should you go ahead and go ahead and go that route where you got to go into PC area? Um, I didn't give a strong enough answer last time, so let me just give my opinion. My personal opinion, as I said last time, was you should never just walk the line, see what happens, and hopefully everything work out. And I wouldn't recommend anybody go that route, because the thing is that once you go that route, there's no going back, and then it could be a big, big, big mess for you. So, but tell us, you reached out to some people, you asked them the question by chance, hey, what do you think? What they tell you?
So, just to give you a little background to the story, I always, 99% of the time, work with high level ICE detainees, high level US Marshals. That was my thing. Like I said before, there's politics within the officers. You know, it, I didn't mind it. You leave them alone, they leave you alone. So you let them program and you program and they know what to expect. They're cool with it. They don't fuck with you. I have one rule. Don't make me do paperwork on my shift. That's it. Let,
Yeah.
let me go home safe. That's all. So I asked an individual I'll start off with ICE, immigration detention. And this guy, he was from San Diego. That's all I'll say. He was a pretty good, reputable person. And I said, hey, let me ask you something. I'm a human. I'm like you. I said, I like to drink and I like to do my thing. God forbid. I said, something happens. Should I PC up or should I not PC up? He said, look, man, I'm going to be real with you. This is detentions. This is not state. You don't work for CDC. You don't have that green uniform on. This is Candy Cane Lane. Everybody knew that that was Disneyland, Camp Snoopy. It wasn't state. It wasn't where the big dogs roll. So he said, you might catch some slack doing mainline. And he said, that is the only reason that I think they would give you a pass is because you're not a state or you're not working at the federal pen. You're considered an other because it's detentions. In their world, I'm not a real cop.
Hmm.
It's that thin line.
Yeah. Although I gotta say, I kind of disagree on pretty much all of that, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you my reasoning why. I stick by, you got to walk the line. Don't roll up. Take the butt whooping, take the ass whooping. Defend yourself the best you can. Hopefully nobody tries to shank or nothing like that. Um, and then the system will take over from there. But you can at least hold your head up as a man and say, man, I didn't ask nobody to take me off no yard. You know what I'm saying? And but I would slightly disagree that they wouldn't, because, and this is why, California, and I learned this from watching Wes's show, Mr. Wes Watson. I didn't know this because in my time they didn't do this behavior, but I learned that they started to farm a lot of California convicts out of the California system into private prisons in Oklahoma and Kentucky and here and
Right.
there. Or
Right.
I don't know what the state was. I could be 100% wrong. I'm not saying Mr. West said that. I'm just saying it was off in another state. I apologize. I don't want anybody to get any kind of misunderstanding. But the point is that those prisons were private prisons.
Right. And they
A-
were
And
where I
and
worked at before.
so I gotta tell you, in the eyes of a convict, he might not. Okay, he didn't work for CDC, but that doesn't mean he didn't work for the very people who put their neck, their boot on my neck. You know what I'm saying? In their point of view. And the other one is, yeah, bro, I gotta tell you, nobody's gonna classify now. Other is a classification for ethnicity, right? In the states, you have North, South, African American, Black, um, and then other Paisas, and then other, and others pretty much anybody that doesn't fit into the other categories. So you're all tatted up. You're from San Diego, but I don't believe you. I'm sorry, dude. I don't think you're just gonna go in there and say, "Hey, I want to go home and leave me alone."
So I asked the other OG U.S. Marshals. I always had a good rapport relationship with everyone. I treated everyone fairly. Hey, you put your clothesline? I would walk in the morning. Hey, happy day. Everybody knew me.
Wait. And this is what you would do. Hey, if you got clothesline, take them down. I'm not here to shake you down. I'm not here to take your shit, but you guys know the rules. So you got clotheslines, you got things blocking your window, whatever you got, guys, for the next 8 hours, however long it was, get it out. So I don't got to do it. That's what you did, right?
Yes, sir. So
yeah, I remember this.
that was my MO. Eventually, I realized that you wash your clothes because you don't want to send your clothes with 1,000 other inmates' dirty ass drawers, scabies, fucking measles.
Scabies. I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Man,
Scabies.
bed bugs. It happens. So I adopted myself and I said, look, guys, straight up, this is how I run it. This is my program. If my lieutenant, my sergeant, anybody comes in here, they're going to see, if you see them start walking around, take down your shit. I don't care if you have it up. I understand you got to wash your clothes. No big deal. You got Pruno. Don't let me smell it. I'm going to take it. You got a water bag. I'm going to pop it in your cell. Don't get mad when your shit gets all wet because I already told you what's up. Yeah. They're human beings. And so I was in the unit one day and I said, hey, let me ask you a question. He's like, what's up, man? So I said, God forbid, I catch some stupid case over some stupid and I go do time. And he's like, look, if I was you, just like you said, take it like a man, don't PC up. But they're gonna make a move. If anybody is trying to come up and they know you're a fucking they're gonna make a move. So if you're gonna hit the main line, you better be ready. You better be ready because they're gonna try to take you. Now, if you stand your ground and you survive, and let's say you put a beating on one or two of them, they might give you a pass because you didn't bitch up. Now, that's not to say they're not going to come again, but he was like, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't PC up. Now, eventually, if you have to, then you have to. You got no fucking choice. Hey, man, why you PC? I took too many poundings. And the only reason I used to ask is I went to New Folsom, and New Folsom, I was there with the Menendez brothers. I was there with the officers that got fucking busted for the big Rampart scandal. And these officers were all PC'd up with all these crazy ass killers, dropouts, North and South dropouts. two fiber dropouts, all these big gangs, you know. It was insane. And I was like, do I really want to go that route? I knock on wood right now as I'm saying this because God forbid it ever happens. That's why I don't drink and drive. I'm a very nice, humble person. I will give you the shirt off my back. I've all my friends tell me I'm the nicest big dude in the world. And that's because I believe in karma. That's why I always treat everybody with respect and dignity, you know, because what comes around goes around.
So, on that note, guys, thank you for tuning into another episode of Always a Thin Line. And we invite you, to check us out on YouTube, on Spotify, on Google Podcasts. We're working to get on to iTunes pretty soon. Thank you guys for listening. I also want to give a shout out to my good friend Omar. Giving a shout out to you, Omar. You help him for real. Thank you, Omar, for investing in the business and helping us to get things together. We really appreciate it. So I want to shout out to my friend Omar. Anything else, the boss man?
Remember, no more locked doors, baby.
All right, man. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And, always show love, always show respect. And remember, it's always a thin line.
Peace.